get, ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine, I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. I was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all this hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustles, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get.
I'm the realest in the D.O.B. Let me elaborate. Fuck your
Salute, brothers. How y'all doing out there? I pray everyone's blessed, doing well. Life is, and the game has been set on easy mode for you. You conquered all your obstacles, and you slaying all your dragons out this bitch. And things are just going easy. You know what I mean? So I was gonna pick a different thumbnail for this, but I said, that may draw too much attention. I'll let people find it organically. Those that rock them, you rock them. Those that don't, you don't. It is what it is. So I'm gonna give you a little financial lesson, right? On how to properly, flip your bread. See, here in this wonderful country called America, the USA, everything's a business, right? You never want anything to be in your name. You want everything to be in the business name. So I'm gonna give you, a quick little lesson on how to make that happen. See, most people get intimidated, right, when you start talking business, like real business. But you have to do these things to operate correctly here. So then, no, my G, it ain't free. I'm gonna tell you the way I want about it, and I'll tell you the way, not me per se. Let's just call him Don Julio. There you go. Let's go. Went about it. So, one of the first things you're going to want to do is to find a market or a niche that is lucrative, that actually makes money. Okay, and that's what you want to start looking at. You also want to keep your job. Try to rake up and scrape up as much overtime, double time, triple time as you can, because that's what I had to do. Why'd I have to do that? Well, let's just say my ex bitch tried to fuck it up for my next bitch, and she was putting all kinds of shit in my name, right? So my credit got shot to shit. Went from being decent and it's still low, but from like 650 down to like 340. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with that hoe. So I begun to pay things off. Now here's the thing: when you pay stuff off, it doesn't always fall off your credit. Not for a while. You have to then call those companies and be like, "Yo, bitch, take this shit off." I was successful at that. You know, I then dug into the internet and found out about this thing called opting in and opting out. I'll let you do your research on that one. I chose to opt in. That simply lets you the world know that you are a real person, you're alive, you breathing. After you pay off these debts and you opt in, you then want to analyze your Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian accounts. And if you have to pay for it, you fucking pay for it. Because from all that overtime, even though you've been working like a fucking madman, 60, 70, 88 plus hours a week, you must uh, put a little bit of bread up for this step right here. You find out which one of your credit scores is the lowest, and then you add trade lines onto it, and you shoot that motherfucker up as high as possible. By the time you get to about 820-ish, you would have spent about probably, I don't know. Well, for me personally, it was like 1,500 to almost $5,000, dog. And I didn't want to do that shit, but I did it. Here's the reason why, because I had a plan. And what that plan entailed was shifting everything over from personal to business. So I cleaned up my personal credit after the whole shot my shit to hell. And then I started looking toward building my business credit. Fun fact, once your credit score hits over 820, you're eligible for up to $250,000 in personal financing and $2.5 million in business financing from the banks. They don't tell you that part. You see where I'm going with this, right? Hence the reason why I'm a serialpreneur. Now, with your high-ass credit score and your all this brave new world, for all these doors that's about to open up for you, you then invest into that business by getting your LLC. You register your company with the state, and you get out here and start doing business, right? Now, keep in mind you already vetted a lucrative one. Here's another good one for you: hardwood floor refinishing. That pays a lot. Anyway, but you got to work hard. And I don't like to work hard no more. I'm old now, champ. Now, here's the next step. Now that you got your personal squared away, you want to start looking at getting your business squared away. So you start your LLC, you get your business bank account, and after you get your business bank account, you turn right around and put $500 in that business bank account. Let me explain to you business banking, okay? It's not like personal banking. If Walmart went from having 80 million in their business bank account down to 45,000, the bank doesn't look at it as the same way because Walmart has expenses. In reality, that's probably the water bill from everybody coming in there dropping a deuce every month for one location, because they are 24 hours and they be cleaning the floors and all that shit. So the bank doesn't look at it like, oh, you fucked up. You went from 80 mil to 45K. What's wrong with you? Like when it's business versus when it's personal. If it's personal, you lose that lose that account in a heartbeat. So you take that $500, you put it into your business bank account, and you just let it sit. You also want your paycheck that you are getting to not go to your personal account anymore. You want that to go into your business account. Here's the reason why. Because in your business account, they're showing constant, consistent revenue. Because now it looks like it's a B2B transaction, business to business. Your employer cutting you a check. You see where I'm going with this? So now you've created the perception of constant, consistent, reoccurring income coming into your business account. You know what the bank gonna say? I mean, you also pay yourself out of that business account as well. But you know what the bank gonna tell you, right? We love this motherfucker. Now, remember, you started out initially with an investment of $500. Now you take that 500 and all that recurring income, and that they see coming in your account, and you ask the bank, "Yo, let me get a loan for 5,000." The way the bank's gonna see it is, okay, bet. You want 5,000? You got good credit? Sure, it's yours, and you got money coming through. You then go to another bank, whichever one in your area. It's gonna be a total of 4 of them. You deposit that 5 grand into that account, that newly acquired 5 grand. You then turn around and ask them for a loan of 10 grand. This is all in business, not personal. They're going to look at you and say, fuck it, why not? He has good credit. He just put 5 in, let's give him a shot. The reality of it is, they're not giving you 10 grand. They're giving you your 5 grand back plus another 5. You see how this works? The banks had this thing called credit mirroring, right? They can see whenever you've been approved for any sum of money that is by another financial institution. So oftentimes they're willing to give you that exact same sum or a little bit more. Depends on how you move, you know, what the market's doing and shit. But to them, it's a goddamn deal. You mean I give you $5,000 and you pay me back 10? Why the fuck not? Why not? Why not? You know, you dig? Because keep in mind, even though you deposited 5 grand and you asked them for 10 grand, guess what? They're just giving you your money back. Your balance will never reflect it, but they're just giving you your money back plus another 5. You then go to another bank. This will be the third one. You deposit that 10 grand in and ask for a sum of anywhere from 15 to 20. Why would you do that? Why would they give you that? Well, number one, you have good credit, because anything you do, whenever you're asking for money from a new or from a financial institution and you don't have a history with them, they're going to hold you as guarantor. So even though it's in business, they're still going to hold you as guarantor. Straight up. That's just how they work. You dig? Y'all can go back and rewind this and write this down later. So what they're going to do is look at you like, this motherfucker's a fool. You came in here with 10 grand, deposited into your brand new business account, and now you want anywhere from 15 to 20. Guess what they're going to say? Yes. Because they're not going to give you 15 to 20 back. They're going to give you that 10 grand back plus the whatever you ask, so another $5,000 to $10,000. But they're going to hold you and your business responsible for paying back 15 to 20. Yet again, credit mirroring. Last and final chess motherfucking move on the board. You go to another bank, start a business account, and you deposit that $15,000 to $20,000 into that account. Now, so far, we've pretty much doubled every time. You follow me? Once you deposit that $15,000 to $20,000, you're gonna ask for a solid 30 to 40. They're gonna fucking give it to you. You know why? Because you came with half the money. You have skin in the game. You're heavily vested. You know what I mean? Invested. And for them, they like, it's all a win, baby. It's all a motherfucking win for us. Nigga, we gave you half the money, but you owe us the whole shebang. Ain't that some shit? Yet again, credit mirroring. You want to get this whole thing done within a month. Really, you can get it all done within a week. I'm giving you this information because Trump's back in office and the purse strings about to loosen up. Now, even though it's all business, they're gonna hold you as guarantor. Now here's the checkmate move. You then let that, by the time and also here's the reason why you want to get it all done within a month. By the time it's time for that first $5,000 that you borrowed to start getting paid, you're gonna let that 30 pay that 5, let that 5 pay that 10, and that 10 pay that. You follow me? It's called cash flow. And as soon as that 5 is paid back, you then say, I need a loan for 10. And as soon as that 10 is paid back, you say, I need a loan for 15 to 20. And as soon as that 15 to 20 is paid back, and you just let them all feed each other. You dig? You dig? And let's say all you really needed was $50,000. You just got there within 2 months' time. All you needed was $100,000. You got there within less than a year's time. Well, you like contractor. Well, how the fuck am I gonna pay all this shit off? Well, you got this business going, right? It's making you money. You either working full time in that business or part time in that business and on the side. See, debt here in America is a great thing. You can't have no debt here in America. Here's the game on it. If you don't have no debt, that means you can't be trusted. And if we can't trust you, if you don't have a track record of owing someone, then how the fuck I'm gonna know you gonna pay me unless you got some skin in the game, my nigga. You gotta flip the credit like you flipped the dope. In a nutshell. And here's the bestest part of it all. If shit really fucks up and gets way out of hand because you fuck some bread up, you went off on a vacation to the Bahamas, tricking off on Tammy and them. You bankrupt the business and shut that shit down and write them a 1099-A. What's a 1099-A? Well, a 1099-A is a document that you can obtain from the IRS's website. It's what's considered a bill of exchange. You would have to give it to the CFO of that bank, but it's used to discharge debt. You can find it on the IRS's website. You dig? And shit the business out and start a new one. Here's another thing in America. A lot of people don't know. You would think it's common knowledge, but it ain't. If you did that with one business, in America, you can have as many businesses as you want. It's the reason why they call it an entity. Watch the wordplay. Pull up the Black's Law Dictionary and you'll see why. Whenever you create a new entity / business, it's like you're bringing a person into this bitch. That's why they give it an EIN number. You know what I'm saying? Because the EIN works just like a social for a person. But it's levels to this shit, and you gotta stack your deck proper first. They ain't gonna give you shit unless your credit is good on the personal side of the house, because they're gonna hold you as guarantor. But after about a year doing that, they ain't gonna hold you as guarantor no more. They ain't gonna give a fuck. They not gonna care. They not gonna care, bro. They not. They not. But as always, you know me, you gotta give something to get something. So I just gave you some game. This is how Don Julio was able to make his moves out here. This is how L'Chaim and them be making their moves out here. Well, that and also that life insurance, they into that whole life insurance policies, and it's a whole long story. That plus what do you call it? God damn it, I'm having a brain fart. Oh, trust. Yeah. See, also you want to put your business when it starts making money into a trust. That way can't nobody never see what the fuck inside of that or know who those accounts belong to. See, you don't want to own the business. You want to be the beneficiary in due course of that business. More legal jargon. I own nothing. My trust owns everything. I'm just the beneficiary in due course. It could be tomorrow or right now if I go to the ATM, my nigga. Dig. Anywho, figure I'd spit something for you. Just so you know. Because the purse strings are loosening. Trump back. And guess what? He's a businessman. And I'm a businessman. And you gentlemen are too. So let's do some goddamn motherfucking business together. How about that? How about that? I told one of the homies, gave him some game on how to, he's dealing with child support. I gave him some game on how to properly perceive of that shit. I think his is like about 12 grand per year. I'm like, well, dog, just build your credit up. Hell, I had a credit card for 15K. Swipe that whole one time, cool. And I'm getting points off this shit. Mop that shit up right then and right there for the whole year. I'm good. And if need be, I just transfer the balance over to the credit card for 20K. Yeah, this is the game. This is the grand game. Yeah. Okay, well, fuck it. I give you a little bit more. See, it's not about making steady, constant, consistent payments. No. You have to pay that motherfucker off. You can max that hoe completely out. But if you pay that motherfucker off before its report date, you're solid. If you can't, however, you just flip the balance from one to the other one and back and forth. You ping pong that motherfucker. You table tennis that son bitch. You feel me? If the report date is on the, let's say, get a fucked up one. If the one for 15's report date is on the 20th and the one for 20 is on the 30th, well, take the one for the 20th, pay that bitch off with the one for the 30th. Done. And you pay that debt down slow or in chunks as you build your business credit. You dig? Just some game, cousin. Just some game. Just a little bit of game. But trust me, there's more. I got way more. A whole lot of more. Whole lot of more, dog. Whole lot of more. See, your only real limitations are the ones you impose upon yourself or the ones you let people impose on you. Ain't nothing wrong with having a job, my nigga. I tell you right now, if the money fuck up, I'ma go DoorDash. Yeah, me nigga. I'ma go DoorDash out this bitch. To build back up, cause until I shut my eyes, everything's fair. Everything. And when I rebound back, I'm back in the game, baby. I'm back in the game. You feel me? At the end of the day, knowledge is a very, very powerful thing, but how you apply it is more important. And don't be afraid to motherfucking share it neither. Now, there are some little parts and pieces I didn't get into. If you're curious about that, leave a comment and we can chop it up about it. But it ain't gonna hurt me to help you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, try it on a much smaller scale. Look at 4 different banks in your area and put in $100 a piece for the first one. Then ask for a loan of $200. And then deposit that into the next one. And then try it again. It could all be done within a week. See, here's the thing: when those banks aren't gonna report on your credit and you asking to borrow money until the end of the month or the very beginning of the next month. So your score is not going to be impacted. You got 30 fucking days to make as many moves as possible. So with them, your score is still going to be high, but they can still see that this other financial institution gave you some money. Well, shit, if they gave you some money, we want to give you some money too. How much you need? How much you want? And if shit fuck up, 1099A that whole way. It's considered legal tender. You can go on our IRS's website and get that. Mail that bitch off to the CFO and keep it pushing. CFO, Chief of Finance, for those that don't know. Ta-da! It's like magic, brother. Knowing that paperwork game can work wonders for you. But more importantly, knowing the rules and how shit operate around this bitch is what's really important. Because when you know the rules, you know when to apply certain shit. And when you shouldn't. Kind of like you shouldn't bring up federal case law in a state court. That's stupid. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Because that's way above that judge's head. You talking about fixing a Ferrari and they like, nigga, it's a Honda. You look stupid. They hold you in contempt and then they fry your ass. 30 days. Anywho, I ain't want nothing. I probably kick a little bit more information out there. It's been an interesting day, and I ain't got shit else to do with this. Oh, what up? What up, Kwame? Salute, brother. How you? Yeah, just giving a little information, a little exhortation for the brothers. But more than anything, get ready because the purse strings are going to loosen. I can imagine a lot of that money that's that's being held back is going to get freed up. FEMA may be broke, but you know we print this shit, right? You know we just print this shit, right? So this brand new fiscal year that's coming up, get ready, get ready, get ready, bro. I'll be doing a quick little session on arbitrage and government contracts. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. I'll be doing a quick little class on this DNA testing thing. I'll give you that one too. Fuck it. And I'm not afraid to, because I know 90% of people, they're not going to take action. They'll hear about it, but they won't move. See, no matter how bad you think your situation is, you can always change it. You can always fix it. You can always tweak that hoe, work that hoe, figure out ways around how to pimp the system and not get pimped by it. For a nigga that's drowning in, like how beneficial would that banking trick be for a nigga that's in the rears right now? Smash that hoe off and write that shit off as a loss at the end of the year for his business. Now I ain't got to pay shit back. Look at God. Or maybe a small percentage. Bankrupt that business to keep it pushing. Because business bankruptcy ain't the same as personal. But if you know that, you know, you won't be afraid to. Trump's done it multiple times. It's a get out of jail free card, dog. You know? Look, see these records right here? Business wasn't making no money. Damn. But we gave you this. I know, but business wasn't making no money though. It started out good. You know, this economy, baby. It fucked me up. So instead of 50K, you know, can I give you 5? And they're gonna take that 5 plus that motherfucking 1099A. Because they can write whatever number they want down on that motherfucker and get their bread back. I'll give you a lesson on the 1099 too. But pretty much in a nutshell, is used to discharge debt. Where does that money come from? Well, them accounts that's in your name that the government got their hands on that you don't know about. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Anywho, y'all know how it is. Y'all bros be blessed, be easy, be productive. Stay out the way, man. Stay out the way. You know, keep doing what you do, and I'll holler back at you. Peace, fam.